Hey, good morning, fam. It's Modern Day Caveman again. Well, today I'm rolling up to Cleveland, and I'm enroll in the Culinary Institute. It's called the Edwin's Leadership and Restaurant and Leadership Institute, or I'm going to Edwin's. I'm going to Edwin's. I've been. They came to the prison and they did a great presentation, man, and you know, I got a background in culinary arts. That's what I did when I was in the federal system, and I did it for 4.5 years and learned a lot. And it's a program called the National Restaurant Association. They got this program called Manage First, and I'm actually a certified professional food service manager, and I've actually used the credentials. It's crazy, but I'm happy about it. So we're driving up there, my mom. We're going to drive up there to Cleveland. I'm gonna see if I can get her to talk today. You know, if I can get her to like interview her, but it's gonna be hard to do while I'm driving. Maybe she'll record herself, or I just ask her some questions. We'll see. But yesterday I started driving around a little bit, right, and then I noticed like it's little things, man. It's little things that get me. Like for example, I don't know what the controls on my car mean. I didn't know like what the defrost and heat and air conditioning, and all it had was little symbols, and I was like, what the heck does this mean? You know, so I had to get my dad to sit in the car and tell me what the little buttons and stuff means in the car. I went to the gas station to put some gas in the car, and I lifted the nozzle up and trying to lift the thing up so it'll start. You know how you lift the thing up, the little handle thing, and it lifts up to start so I could, you know, get some gas. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, and I'm looking on the pump, and the pump says $20. Well, I'm like, what do I I'm sitting there, so I step back and I look. I was like, okay. I said, oh yeah, you got to push the little thing. You know what I'm saying? I got to pick the type of gas that I want. I remember they had those, but it was that right there. Then, I'm trying to scan my resume. So I was like, I got a resume. I got a good resume. It's a great resume, but I got a hard copy of it. So I was trying to scan it, and my mom's got a scanner, and I was like scanning it to myself. I was trying to scan it so I could scan it to myself, like email myself, so I can start emailing my resume. But it was like complicated. So I remember I said, oh, my dad. I remember my dad. He said, why don't you just go to the library? You know, you can fax some stuff to him. You know, and I was like, so as I was trying to figure out how to do this scanning thing on the computer, it dawned on me that I got a library card. I was like, yeah. I was like, and I looked, I got the little pamphlet that they gave me, and I looked and saw what the time was, like what time they closed. It was 4:45. They closed at 5. So I was like, ooh, it only takes about 5 minutes to get up there. So I jumped in my car and I flew up to the library. It's like, and I was like, hey, I walked in and they was like, you got 6 minutes. I said, okay. I said, I just need to do this. And so they sent me to the information desk, and I told the guy when I walked up, he looked at the clock, and I was like, look, man, I said, I just need to scan this to me and email it to myself. And he was like, oh, come on. And he got me, and so now I got a digital copy of my resume, so I can send it somewhere. So that was a trip, right? I just the little things, man. Like yesterday, I wanted to watch Game of Thrones, man. I've read all the books. I've read thousands of books. Like literally, I've read thousands of books now. Like I'm well read. But one of the series that I read, I was on this fantasy kick, and I started reading the Game of Thrones. And I've read all the books, and I want to watch all the series. I'd never seen the series, so I started watching the series last night. And my dad, and he's sitting there, and he's commentating all through the movie. And I was like, oh God, like I can't. I see, and that's why I like in the prison system, like in the prison that I just left, we watch our TV through headphones. right? So like our TVs don't blare out because like I got a TV and my bunky's got a TV, so we both can't be having our TVs blared. So we listen to the TV through headphones, and I ain't got to listen. I don't have no distractions, so I can hear exactly what's being said, you know. And that's how I'm used to watching TV with headphones. So, and I've been doing that for years. So like when he was commenting, and I was like, God. And I think my mom picked up on it because she just got up and went to the bedroom. So God love my father. My dad, he's my dad. Oh man. Excuse me. So I ended up I was frustrated. Yeah, I ain't gonna say I was frustrated because that's the wrong word. I was kind of like disappointed because I didn't really get to watch it like I wanted to. So my friend Jen called me, and she was like, "What's going on?" And I told her that I wanted to watch Game of Thrones. Man, I was like sad that I didn't get to watch the Game of Thrones and enjoy it. And so she was like, "Well, you got to get HBO Max." And I was like, "What?" And so she was like, "All right." So she showed me how to get HBO Max, man. And so now I laid in bed last night and I watched an episode of Game of Thrones, and it was cool, man. It's so far it's following the books. So you know, it's a couple little inconsistencies, but it's for the most part it's following the books, and I can see how I can get hooked on binge watching that. And so me and my mom were getting ready to leave and go to Edwin's. I got to be careful with Edwin's because they said that they monitor our social media. I have to say that real fast. Yeah, they monitor our social media, and you know, and if you get hired in, or if you get accepted into the program, they ask you to keep it clean, man, keep it kosher. Oh, I talked to my PO yesterday, and you know, one of the conditions about being on supervised release is you can't have contact with inmates, like, you know, like with convicts. And I'm like, this is kind of defeating the purpose. So I told her what I was doing, and you know, I told her previously what I was doing, but I don't think she expected to get the following that I was going to get, the following that I was going to get. But I told her yesterday that I was like, look, I told her what I was trying to do. I told her to check out a couple of the videos, and you'll see what I'm trying to do. And she was like, well, okay. So she said, I'll tell you what. She said, just as long as you keep it positive and you're trying to deter them from, you know, committing crime. And she was like, I really don't have a problem with that. And I was like, oh man, yeah. It's like, because I was like hurt that I wouldn't be able to talk to guys like, maybe, you know, it might be somebody out there that needs some help, some guidance, man, and jumping through these hoops. So man, my PO is real cool, man. She's real cool, man, and she's real cool. That's all I can say, man. I can't shout out to my PO. So, well, I think that's about it. Last thing. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to go to YouTube University and I'm going to learn how to edit these videos. If I just got to spend a day doing that, that's what I'm going to do. All right. Peace out. Mom said I got to go.
7:10.
Okay, we got to go. All right. Love you guys. So does God. Peace out. One love.